EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Jakeem Grant now to return. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And right away, he lost the football. And the Ravens have got it. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder. And I know for the most part, we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this.
It is cold.
And it is cold. It's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees.
The 19-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Down Miami.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. On the move to his left. And he'll find Hall. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
3-yard line.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 6 guys.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from a yard out as the Ravens push further out in front. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mention the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Here's Tua. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, 34 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And he whips that one incomplete there. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And good field position. Coming up here, the football at the 12-yard line.
Recovered by the Ravens.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll run with Dobbins. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
One more time with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens will extend their lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. And all the way down to the 41-yard line.
Breida, the ball
a big play there for the Dolphins. And even 50 yards.
A gain of 50 yards.
2 and now on 1st down.
Dolphins.
Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Hey, pick your game up. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight right.
Now Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Here's Breida. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
42-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
23 yards. And a Dolphin first down.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Man, cycle. Son, you gonna see me in your nightmares. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. What we got? What we got?
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Flush to his right. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 19. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. 94 is the mark.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 15.
Rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Stand up here. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we don't like the 48. Yellow, go. Keep it up. Keep it up. Go pink. You got to get moving, man. Man, moving. You got to get that. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Drop deep.
Tua on 4th down. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Caleb Wilson there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
For the extra point.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa taking it in. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Thus far, they haven't been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And now we'll see punter Tyler Newsome. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the race. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Brought down back at the 32.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Run for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Good. So we're in halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple-option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 30-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Jackson.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Brings up
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Number 87.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. 2nd down and goal. Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as the Ravens push further out in front. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But The main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.